How do you know if you're sharing too much on social media? I interviewed a social engineering expert, Jenny Radcliffe, to find out. She gives us 3 questions to ask yourself before you post. But first, here's why she says they're important. Jenny's story starts with a beauty blogger on Instagram with hundreds of thousands of followers. The influencer was careful with her pictures, not giving away clues about things like her address or what the outside of her house looks like. But there was a problem.
She had what we call a fixated individual, a stalker. We couldn't work out at first, because she was careful with her own accounts, how he was identifying all their movements.
Jenny is a professional social engineer. The influencer hired her to uncover what the stalker was doing and how. One of the keys with this case, she says, was the beauty blogger's little dog, who had his own Instagram account with his own followers, 50,000 of them.
And of course, when you show the little pictures, the little guy on the walks with the little bow tie and everything, you'd see the shops and everything. Because in the background of the dog's pictures was identifying landmarks.
That alone was not enough. But Jenny followed the stalker's digital path, starting with a fitness app where you publish your jogging route and your time so people know how long it can take to do the run.
Because we can see shops and we kind of know roughly where she is. We can narrow down the area. Then we go on the fitness app and look at common jogging routes in that area. And then we look at some of the names that were logging that were they were handles. They weren't her real name.
Not her real name, but her fitness app handle matched the name of the Spotify music playlist for her little dog's Instagram account. Now the stalker knows where she goes and when.
And then at that point, we can pinpoint exactly where she is every morning. And then it's like, okay, at 8:30 every morning, you're passing that shop with that dog. Yeah, the stalker had found that out as well, so.
The blogger and her little dog are fine now, Jenny says, and most of us are not influencers with massive followings. But Jenny has 3 questions you can ask yourself to stay safer on social media. 1. What could an attacker do with my post?
If someone meant me harm, let's put a different hat on and look at it that way, through that lens, and say, if someone meant me harm, what could they do with this? And then go worst case. What's the worst case? And then if you choose then to share, then you choose to share. But as long as it's an informed choice, that's really the way to go.
2. What am I showing in the image?
What's in the background of that photograph? Who is in the background of that photograph? Does it locate me?
And 3. Who needs to see my post?
So you can say friends and family only. Private accounts on something like Instagram, for example. You default to that. And then what that means is, those are the people that see it. So unless you need everyone, the whole world, to see it, maybe we should restrict it.
It's not just about stalking. Attackers use clues on social media to figure out things like where we work, what we like and don't like, and if we're short on money, so they can send us attack messages tailored to us, using them to steal our money and passwords and or to break into our company accounts. So remember, when someone in a message or email claims to know you, they may just have gotten your details from your Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and not from real life.
Post away, but be careful. In the same way I don't want to have a double chin, or I don't want my hair to look bad, just do that check in terms of what's in the background. If we pay as much attention to what's in the background and the content as we do and how great we look, then we'll probably get it right most of the time.
Those are the recommendations from a social engineering expert, not to be paranoid, but to look at your things from the point of view of an attacker, see if you're vulnerable, and if you want, make some changes. Everyone has to set their own boundaries. Maybe you don't want to make any changes, or maybe you want to try some small adjustments, like not posting about a location until after you have left that location, or adding to your habits a quick scan of your images to see any sensitive content before you post. Either way, now you know what the experts recommend, and now you're ready, you know how to post if, unfortunately, you end up with a stalker or a cyberbully. In Mexico, Carrie Tomlinson for Ampere News.